And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base from you. I am here at the Wilmore Jennings Gallery here in New York City, and I'm with my pal. He's not here, but my co-host and friend and buddy, Mr. Chris Edwards. It's Focus Friday.
Good morning. How you doing today?
I got up early this morning. I had to do so much work to prep work for the photography that is here, and there's so much great photography in this room. It
Nice.
goes to the other side. There's another room there, another room in the back, another room back there, another room here, and there's so much opportunities here for the Wilmer Jennings Gallery. So what's coming up? Let me just give you also the advertisement for what is coming in. And there we have it. Let me just get there. Let me see if I can get that on the screen for you. It is part of our media. And here we go. There we go. And it says, and still we rise. It is going to be here in New York City, February 4th, March to March 28th, 2026. Our February 7th, 2026 artist open reception will be from 2 to 5 o'clock. And then there's also another artist talk on March 7th. And then the exhibition will close on March 28th. I will be here for the first part of this event. And then the following week, I get on a plane, and guess where the first stop is going to be? Are you ready?
Where?
You ready? Are y'all ready for it? I am going to Portugal.
We're ready.
I will be in Portugal,
Okay.
first leg of my trip, and I will be hanging out in Portugal, Lisbon, and then to Porto. I think Porto, which is north in Portugal. So the itinerary's coming together. And then from there, I head to Johannesburg, and then from Johannesburg to Namibia. So I'll keep you up
Nice.
to what's going on. And can you believe it's only a month away?
Yeah, time moves fast and it waits for no man, as they say.
It's a month away. And I'm just like, I cannot believe it. I just can't believe it. So
It's here.
we are. So I wanted to break out. First of all, let's say good morning to some folks, right? It is a good morning for those that don't know, this is Focus Friday, where we focus on accounts that encourage, inspire, and inform. So we'll be doing that. And Chris already gave me his numbers, I should say his links. And I have a couple of links. One link I'm going to start off with because it's a little political, but you really need to know it. So that's why I'm going to share it. And that's where we are. That's where we are. So if you hear anything in the background, whatever, it's just this is a normal day at the gallery. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's say hello to some folks in Touch Space Daily World. And first person in the building with the gold is the wonderful Brian Young, creative. He's in the building. He says, "Hey fam, happy Frozen Friday. It is cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
We are getting another polar vortex." They say by Tuesday, the high in Tampa, Florida will be 44 degrees.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine those Floridians? They're going to wake up and say, what
They're freaking out.
the hell is going on?
But it happens every blue moon, as they would say, like every decade or so. I remember when I lived down there, the year I moved down there, they had a frost spell. And I remember walking out and the grass was had frost on it. People were losing their minds. They were wearing shearling coats and boots. I'm like, it's not that cold.
And those people that had the shearling coats were probably folks that were from the north originally.
Yes, they were.
Because most Floridians don't have coats.
No, I mean they have light jackets for those 70s and high 60s that they experience.
Yes.
But yeah, they were freaking out.
I bet. So here's also second person in the building for the silver this morning is our wonderful Chris R. She says, good morning. And then for the bronze is our Lady G. And she says, okay, let's get that up there. Good day. It's a good day. And
Yes, it is.
also in the building is Omar. He says, what's up, party people? And we just got a new subscriber. Welcome, Stay Energized. We got a new subscriber.
Nice.
It's been across the screen. And thank you for subscribing. If you're here for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe if you want to join and stay with us. But the most important thing here is hit the likes.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, Kimmy's in the building. She says, hello, Touch Base Daily fam. And she says, "Brr, it is cold in the Northeast. It is cold in the East Coast. It is cold in the Great Lakes. It is cold." There she is. She says, stay, Eugene. Ingene, A, Tiny, Moa, Cole, Evo.
That's a long name. That's a long username.
We welcome you.
Welcome.
We welcome you. Okay. And then we
Yeah.
have Rival. Okay. Rival says hello. Rival's prayer. Rival's player 106. Anytime I hear that number 106, I think of 106 in Park.
106 in Park. Yes.
My buddy and I should say my good dear friend and I were in the car, and we were on our way to we were in Upper West Side, and a restaurant that we go to is near 106th Street. And so as we were walking down 106th Street, I was like, this is amazing, 106 in Park. But we were on the West Side, so it was no 106 in Park. But for those that know 106 in Park, that means you are of a certain age.
Yes. And I think most people in this room can attest to that.
And also we got questions. How are you guys doing? How is your day? And
We're good.
I am doing, you know what? I'm excited. I took a walk around the gallery, and so many people have brought their work in, and I'm so glad that my work was finished on time. As in it was done, it was at the house. I was able to do the things I needed to do to bring it here. But then also an extra form of advertisement is to be able to share the gallery with you guys, and whoever sees this, which is usually at the end of the week, about a couple of thousand people. So this is a good way to see the gallery and get some of those advertisements out there. And we just got our marketing yesterday, so that was good too, to be able to share it. Let's see what else is being said in the building. I see the love behind exchanging. We are got. Omar says, hey there, we are got to get our coats out as well. Yes. Well,
Texas cold too?
Texas is going to be cold if it ain't cold yet. G says, I'm prepping for a party this afternoon. Champagne is chilling and poppers are ready because today she's celebrating 100 episodes of Girl. Listen.
Yeah. Come on, men on film.
Every time.
2 snaps and a twist on a circle.
Girl, listen. In my head, I see someone going.
Yeah.
So for those that want to see and to join Gwendolyn, make sure you go to GR Houston Jack on our YouTube channel. And a lot of us will be there celebrating and connecting. It works out nicely. I was supposed to end up going to an event this evening, but I was like, oh my gosh, I have a conflict. I might have a conflict. But my friend said, he's not going to be here in the city. And I said, oh, that means I get to spend all my evening with Gwendolyn.
Nice.
So Gwendolyn, we're going to support Gwendolyn today. So here we are. So this is our Focus Friday, and we focus on things that matter, right? And so there's one clip that's politically, but it's just to get you guys, just to inform you. But it is also one of my favorite platforms that I wake up to and I get my news from. And that is, here we go. Let me get that to you. And the folks from Midas Touch, they are absolutely on point when it comes to getting the news out to us. And I have to tell you, now you know that I've been talking about this, I always mention NATO, what's happening overseas, the realignment. America is now, people are no longer going to be doing business with America. People are changing their alliances. Now, we're not going to see the whole thing, but I will have you go through it and look at it. But this is from the Midas Touch, the Mighty Boys on YouTube. So here we go. Let me get this let's get this going right here for you. And let me press play. Here we go.
World leaders are just sticking the dagger right into Donald Trump. They're declaring there is a new world order where Donald Trump and America are weak and other nations will stand up strongly against the United States. Canada, they tried to be nice. France, they tried to be nice. Germany, they tried to be nice. No more Mr. Nice guys and gals in terms of the leaders from these countries, from the leader of the European Union, the Commission President von der Leyen and others. And they are just saying, we're done with this crap. And you have French President Emmanuel Macron flanked by his military giving a powerful speech and says, we will be strong. We will be feared. And that's what we're going to be. That's what you want us to be. We will make sure that we show you how weak you are, Donald Trump. And then he says, we are putting our troops, we are putting our forces in Greenland to stop what the United States is doing. We're going to stand up for democracies. Then you had the Canadian Prime Minister, Mark Carney. He's been in China. He met with the premier and then he met with the President Xi Jinping. And he described a new world order is forming, and it's about multilateralism, new trading partners, a weaker America, and other countries asserting themselves. And it was just so fascinating to me. And I'm going to tie this all together for you because I don't think you're seeing these clips and what's going on in lots of other corporate news. But then in the United Nations, there was an emergency security council meeting. It was basically called by the United States regarding the United States claim that it was going to take action in Iran, and then the United States backed down, even though Donald Trump told the people of Iran back on January 2nd, we're going to come in guns a-blazing if the Ayatollah even kills one protester. So go out there, protest, we got your back. And then Donald Trump didn't have their back, and there was mass slaughter taking place in Iran. But the U.S. called this meeting in the United Nations Security Council, and all the other countries are looking at the United States like, aren't y'all the people who just invaded Venezuela and you're threatening to invade Greenland? And what do you want us to do? You think we're your friends now? You got us mistaken. You're all alone, United States. And you see the United States delegation, they're all alone. And then you have the China ambassador to the United Nations, like doing a lecture to the United States about multilateralism. It's like a whole reversal of what you normally expect in the United Nations. So let's break this all down for you. First,
I just want to share that, but what I will do is put that link. They do such a great job at Midas Touch. And again, if you would love, I mean, so many, they're up to they're trying to get to 6 million subscribers. But think about it. They are in these streets trying to bring the truth. But again, I'm not the only one saying this. And I will agree. And you heard me say it because I'm that geopolitical nerd. America is going to go through some very hard times. It doesn't mean you're going to go through some hard times because, like human beings, we will restructure, navigate, and get through it. But just like we will do it, the rest of the world is already doing it. And
they're moving on past us.
And they're moving past it. America is about to feel some hurt. And these people that put this man in office are about to lose everything. You think farms are the oil? He goes into it later on about the oil that they wanted to get from Venezuela. But guess what? Canada said, you know what? You took that oil. We're now negotiating with Canada. We're getting oil now from Canada. Same thing with Russia. So again, these people are moving on. Countries are moving on. Chris, what says you?
I totally agree with it. I mean, this is the stuff that we've been talking about, and it's just great to hear it in that form and fashion. And I mean, look at all the things that have been going on. The meeting that we talked about yesterday that they had in Greenland, and all the other countries coming to Greenland's aid, sending troops to say, "Hey, we're not going to stand for this." And then the UN is going to be taking action. America is in for some tough times. We are now isolated in the world, where everyone used to look up to us as quote unquote leaders of the free world. We are out in the cold, as they would say, by ourselves.
Well, all the other countries are calling America a predator state, a regime. They are saying we are now the predators.
Well, think about it. What are we modeling ourselves after right now? Russia and Putin.
And
you have someone who's there who idolizes him. Yeah, you have a president of the United States who idolizes that country and his leader, and he's just mimicking and copying everything that he is doing or has done, because he thinks that's what being powerful means.
Yeah, and then they were also talking last night about NATO, that if Trump goes into Greenland, that could be the unraveling of NATO. I don't agree with that thought. I think NATO is going to be strengthened. I think NATO will kick America out of NATO like they did Russia. And I think because you have what I think is 137 nations, if you can someone get that number, countries are involved in NATO. And I don't think America being the predator that it's become and threatening the world will make NATO weaker. I think the opposite. Because what's happening is in France, Germany, they're all stepping up. They're all stepping up and declaring that Europe is going to do its duty to stand strong against any adversary. Hint, United States.
So there are currently 32 member countries in NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
32, okay. Yeah, it used to be 35, I guess, because used to have Russia there and a couple other countries. So now it's 132. And America may be kicked out of NATO.
No, 32. 32.
Just 32.
32, yeah.
Thank you. So
and there were 12 founding member countries in 1949.
Okay. Cool. So anyway, that's where we are. But Chris, you have yours that you sent here. Let me just see what's in our little chat.
Yeah, I try to keep mine light and fun and lighthearted.
And I don't see it in our chat. Did you put it in our chat? Our little
No,
chat?
No. I put it in your DM on Instagram.
My Instagram DM.
I can take it out of there if you want and put it in the private chat. All right, give me 1 second. 1 second.
That would be easier. And we are now live on Instagram. So all you folks that were like wondering where we were on Instagram, we are here. We are here.
All right.
Instagram. Okay.
So here is the first one. Now, as you're pulling it up, this is something that's very nostalgic for a lot of us. We played with them as kids. Your kids have played with them, and probably your grandkids are playing with them right now. But just recently, I'll wait till you pull it, and I'll talk about it a little bit. But for those that don't know, CES is the biggest consumer electronics show in the world, and they just wrapped up their conference last week. It was there for a full week, and all the big tech companies, display all the goods that are going to be coming out throughout the year. And you know, some of it's called what we call vaporware. That's never going to see the light of day, but a lot of them will be coming out, like all the TVs and appliances that will be hitting the stores. But Lego did something really innovative this year. Lego, everyone's played with the Legos. Everyone knows Legos. Everyone loves Legos. But what they did this year, they were at CES and they introduced what they're calling their smart brick. So they have one of their bricks that has silicon in it. And so if you click on Rox, it's not showing up right here.
Yeah, why is that? I'm trying to find out why
I don't know. Well, hold on, let me go. Go to the third one.
The third one?
Yeah.
From the third row?
No, the first row, but the third one, it should be that one. Yeah. So this is the Lego brick. Yes. It has it's a smart brick, so you can attach these new Lego pieces and it can make them move, make them light up. So Lego's taking that next step in innovation when it comes to Legos. You know,
play with your creations and let them play back with you. Well, that's exactly what we've built. Wait,
I can't believe it. Oh, Lego.
Really?
It's the signal. Sorry about the signal.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But now they've added some smarts to it. So Lego has it's
introducing the Lego Smart Play system. Oh boy, a new platform made of endlessly interactive smart bricks, smart tags. Seriously? And no way! Smart minifigures. Hold on. So you can interact with the little guys now? All connected to bring play to life like never before. Whoa, was that a burp? These things can burp and react to how you move with dynamic sound and lights. Holy schnitzel, there's lights. One brick to turn your Lego builds into an opportunity to create, explore, and unlock your imagination. Ducks? This is going to be huge. Huge! Come play in the next dimension with the Lego Smart Play system.
That is so
cool. This is the beginning of something bigger for them. They're creating an ecosystem where you can put bricks together and make movement. As you saw, like the little man can now, his arms can move, his body can light up. You've got other bricks that can interact with bricks, moving them close together, stacking them, create light shows, and have different types of movements. Like you can create a car and it'll actually move. So this is actually really fun. Like I grew up on Legos. I loved playing with Legos all the way until I was like, you know, in high school. I loved the Legos. And if I came across like little cousins as an adult and they had them, I would sit there and play with them, with the Legos and my nephews and stuff like that. I don't think anyone grows out of Legos. You know, you've got Lego sets that are made for adults, Star Wars, Disney. You can build anything. And I don't know if people from New York or people that visited New York back in the day, F.E.O. Schwartz, if you remember that toy store,
yes,
on Fifth Avenue, they had a whole Lego section where they used to build these massive Lego structures. They had like the Incredible Hulk, they had Batman, they had Transformers, you know, and there's a whole ecosystem and world of Lego people out there. So I just thought that was fascinating. That was one of the things that I saw as a highlight of CES. And because of it, I started following Legos on Instagram. So that was one of my fun picks for today.
You know, it's interesting you would say that because, you know, I study engineering, aerospace engineering, and I have always loved Legos. Before I was introduced to Legos, back in the day, they used to have something called erector sets.
Yes.
And so the erector sets was my first introduction to building. And we would have they had cranes, they had like all of these mechanisms and pulleys and, you know, gears and stuff. So, and then later on, I got into Legos. And literally, I used to have a tub of Legos. And I never tossed them away. I saved them throughout, like until I moved to my apartment where I just left. I had Legos, and as a matter of fact, my Legos came with me to my apartment in the sky.
I'm going to be buying some of these Legos.
But the Legos my nieces and nephews would come to the house, and then eventually I said, you know what? Let me just give them the Legos.
Oh, I don't know about
They
that.
took the Legos and they were so happy to get this big thing of Legos to take back home with them. And I am that nerd. I
Yeah.
used to love my Legos.
And I used to love the smaller Legos, the ones that could really build different things. I would build structures. I remember I even built like a little roller coaster. And this is before they did like those type of sets, because you can buy like roller coaster sets and like cars and stuff like that. But it allowed you to have a real imagination, use your hands, use your mind, and endless possibilities, hours of fun. And you know, you could just imagine anything and do it.
Oh, they would. I used to have them on the coffee table for my guests. So when people came to my house, like my friends from Wall Street, they would come to the house, the Browns.
See, you're not gonna be friends from back in the day.
And I would have them all sitting. I used to have like the green platforms.
Yes,
so it was like a bunch
yes.
of them, so you could just grab one, put it on the coffee table, and just start building.
Building.
And
Oh,
my thing was building skyscrapers. So I kept building skyscrapers.
yes.
And then putting little trees and that stuff. So yeah,
Who doesn't love Legos? I thought this was a great one. And when I saw it, I was like, oh wait, this could be a Touch Base Daily pick.
That was a fun one. That was
Yeah.
not only good but fun.
Yeah. So I put the next one. I put the next one in there.
They barely want to sit still though. the kids, get the kids into it. It's the best thing. What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What's next, Chris?
So I put another one in there. My second pick.
Here we go. The second.
This is really, really fun. Like when I can't sleep sometimes, and this is one of the ones that I go to, and I can just sit there and have a good laugh.
Oh man, this is what we got here. Hold
So
on.
just so you know, this is all AI generated.
Okay, here we go. Let's get this on the screen. A bark after the doc
Podcast, yeah.
Okay, let's check it out and let's share that one. Guys, if you have a Instagram, YouTube account that encourages you, inspires, or informs you, put FF into the comments and then we can check it. We can share it with the rest of the community because that's what we do here. We share on Fridays. Fridays is definitely about, we share all week, but Fridays we share the things we love in social media. Okay, here we go. And yes, this is fun.
They're hilarious.
Hold on, let me get the sound.
You guys would suit, no? Pixie, I love you, right? But we're gonna need to stop this with immediate effect, right? Get rid of.
I know you still think about the times we had.
I don't want to see those thin eyebrows anymore. Because he'd be in the comments just playing along.
No,
like,
he literally just popped up in the comments.
yeah, you know, they've got me involved as well. Like, what did I do?
There's literally no comparison. I'm sorry, but I can do better. Like,
I'm just saying you could do better.
I'm sorry, but I can do better. Like,
I'm just saying you could do better.
You guys would suit, no? Pixie, I love you, right? But we're gonna need to stop this with immediate effect, right? Get rid of.
I know you still think about the times we had.
That's good. That's good. That's a good one. That is a good one. Let me see what the comments are saying in this one. What are the comments? Anyone saying anything about this? Bryson, did you put one in here? Bryson says you missed me. Did I miss you, Bryson? I never missed you, Bryson. Did we miss it? What's up, Brian? He says, "What's up, Brian? We put you up on the Incredible Hulk. We did. Yeah, we got you up there, buddy. Yeah, we had you up there. Yes, indeed. But we missed your intro. That's what it was. So let's make sure we get our Bryson in.
All right, so hold on. So I put my last one in the chat, and then someone in here has one. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. Well, anyway, Bryson says, "What's up, Ron? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? Happy 28th years later. Welcome to the weekend." Bryson, is this your birthday? Is happy 28th? What does that mean?
Wait,
Are you 28 years old? I think you're older than. I think you're older than 28. Well, are you 28 years old? Is that your birthday? Happy 28 years later? I need more explanation on that one. Fifi, we didn't say. Yeah, Fifi's in the building also. Sorry, Fifi. We got you on there now. We got you up on the screen. Okay, there we go.
That's not one.
And I see in here best viewers stream book. Okay, got that.
No, I thought that was one. That's not. It's
Okay.
We're trying to get you.
And so we got Gwendolyn here. We have Kimmy. Kimmy says, nice G. Minds were good with that, like ages 3 to 4. Now it's iPad sports Barbies for the girls. Okay. Omar says sobriety. Sobriety. What does that mean? Okay. And he says, I read all your comments, Bryson, says Kimmy Kim. See, also, if we don't get to put you on the screen, doesn't mean we don't see you. The community sees you, but we do like to get our hellos in the morning. So definitely do that. I see Fifi's there, and what's there? I like those dogs. Do y'all want one more dog shot? Let's do one more dog. Let's do one more of these things.
Why does everyone like freaking beagles?
Oh my god! And when they were all saying they like beagles,
I'm like a beagle type. I kind of like beagles.
yeah, I don't freaking get that. Do all guys just like beagles? Like,
Yeah, I was so confused by that too. Beagles are cute though, but
I just think it annoyed me. Like,
yeah. You even got up and was like, why does everyone like beagles? Why does everyone like freaking beagles? Why does everyone like freaking beagles?
oh my god! And when they were all saying they like beagles,
I'm like a beagle type. I kind of like beagles.
yeah, I don't freaking get that. Do all guys just like beagles? Like,
yeah, I was so confused by that too. Beagles are cute though, but
I just think it annoyed me. Like,
yeah. You even got up and was like, why does everyone like beagles? Why does everyone like freaking beagles? Why does everyone like freaking beagles? Oh my god! And when they were all
It's so cute. It's so cute, and especially if you're a dog lover, you would love something like that.
Yeah, and also, I see, I'm like you though. When I'm having a stressful day, or the world looks like it's coming to an end, or there's too much of the orange man in the news, Mr. Kinkles, then I love entertainment. I go in and look for accounts that make me laugh. So I have.
Well, you know what? A lot of these are just recommended. I'm like, oh no, I gotta follow this. Yeah, it's just, and I'll sit there and just like crack up. So my last one is in the chat. Let's see, what was it again? Oh, so this one is cute. It's called Judgy Series. Okay. You've probably seen this.
Let me see. Well,
they've got 81.
One of mine on.
Okay, yeah.
That way we can stretch it out. And here's one that I picked out. And let's see here. Oh, is this the one? Okay. And my website's a little slow, so a little slow. Okay. Okay, no, we'll go with yours, Chris, because mine is not here. Okay, so we'll go with yours, sir. Right now. Okay. Here we go with Chris. And let me see who's in the private chat there. Okay. Yes, and if you have one, make sure you put it FF and put it into the comment box.
I got one from Bryson, so I'll copy this one and put it in the private chat too.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, we lost Ron. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can. Oh, here he comes.
I hit the wrong window. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm like, we lost Ron. We lost Ron.
I hit the wrong. Hey, y'all, I had a moment. Okay. And there we go. Judy, right? Judy series?
Judging series, yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. And pop it on the screen. Okay. So again, my website is, I'm a little slow because I'm not in my regular Wi-Fi induced area, but
we got you. We got you.
You know, we're here.
So this woman basically goes on the street and she says, "Can I judge you?" And then she gives them a topic or something like that, and people just kind of like say their thing. So you can click on any of them. They actually pick one of the first three.
Last time you crashed out?
I got into a beef.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's see if I can go back.
With like an internet.
Oh, my website.
It's all right. We know you're on location.
Excuse me, can I judge you?
Yeah,
Sure.
Confess your mess and I'll be the judge.
I was at my friend's party. She was playing non-party music for her birthday party. I told her, this is really not the vibe. Can you change the music? She stops the music in front of everybody and says, if you don't like the music, you can leave. Girl, why are you playing like 2015 Cardi B?
Oh!
Mind you, everybody's sitting on the bed. Nobody's dancing.
Nobody's feeling the vibe. Are you guys still friends?
I don't know. Apparently she has a problem with me. And also, she was like twerking during the party, right? We were all hyping her up. As I'm about to leave, she's like, me and my boyfriend were uncomfortable when you were hyping me up.
Can you show me how you were hyping your friend up?
Go. Hey, you did that. Hey.
She didn't like that.
Like, why would you be dancing at your party if you did not want people to hype you up?
She hasn't texted you to apologize?
No. And I was literally gonna be the bigger person and text her, but I was already unfollowed, so.
I've come to my decision.
And what's her verdict?
Now we on Snapchat. You are not guilty because she seems like a mess. I think the case is closed. Excuse me, can I judge you?
Yes.
Like she literally just runs up on random people on the street and does this. Some of them are really good.
Wow. Now this was something I'd never seen her before. Never seen this before. I will definitely be following. Anyone else out there got something? Oh, I see Bryson has something, right?
Yeah, I put one in the private chat, the last one. That was Bryson's.
And Omar has one also. I see Omar has one as well, New York.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that.
All right, let me pull that one up. Give me a second.
I'm just gonna go straight to New York Madness on that one because it's easy to just put it in the screen.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that real quick. So you'll have to do that one. Here we go, New York Madness, New York. Oops. Let me get that in the screen. And New York, okay, there we go, New York Madness, here we go. New York Madness. Okay, little slow, but we're getting there. New York Madness. Here we go.
Yep, there you go.
New York Madness. Okay, thank you, Omar, for New York Madness 1. And let's see. Oh, Omar, yes. Okay, this is an interesting. They call him the OG in New York City.
I'm following this one.
He's speaking here. No, he's not speaking. But he also had not a conflict. We had a conversation with a younger photographer in New York, and it was
yes. I saw that. He's like, real photographers use film.
Yes, he was like,
I
real
remember that
photographers use film.
Yeah.
He had something about the digital. He was like, nah, digital is not what it's at.
And he said it in passing on the street.
Yeah, they were interacting. But here we are with the OG, New York Madness 1. And this is film photography. Okay, good job.
That's a good one.
You know, I always have respect for those that use film. Film, digital, we can take a picture with a digital camera. Like I got my little digital camera right here. We can take a picture here, right? It doesn't look well, we just go in and delete it. When you are a film photographer using film, there is math, there's history, there's knowledge, there's so many things that go into a film photographer's mind before he clicks or she clicks.
I think a film photographer is more disciplined because one, you don't want to waste that film because it's expensive. That's right. As you said, you're thinking about a lot of different things. You're thinking about composition, you're thinking about the lighting, and you're trying to get it right the first time in camera. It's not as though, I mean, yes, you can scan your film and get it into a digital form and manipulate it, but the whole purpose of doing it in film is to get it right in camera the first time. And it's not as easy as you think. And then there's something very gritty about film. It's nostalgic, and you'd be surprised. Film has made a huge comeback in the last decade or so. A lot of people are shooting with film. As a matter of fact, our buddy Rex, he shoots both. Whenever he has a photo shoot for a client or anyone, he does his digital photography, but he also shoots it in film. As a matter of fact, he travels with film.
Wow. Like I said, when I see folks with their film, I have the highest respect for those that shoot with film. I have 3 film cameras, and I hardly ever use them. I haven't used a film camera in decades. And so all those that shoot still with film, and you give your heart to that form of photography. However, I will not say, I have to say I disagree with the OG. Photography is photography. Whether there's obviously different levels of how you use photography, but I've seen smartphone photography in National Geographic. Some of the best stories with a smartphone. I've seen the digital cameras, which most people use today. Most of the pictures that you see in most magazines or news or on the war zone are digital. Photography is a craft. Photography is the ability to capture moments and share them. Photography is a science. That's why it's got the OGY. I should say that the Y at the end of it. Photography, like biography and all the fees. It's a science. It's a science. And so I would not think of digital photographer as being less than film photographers. But what I will say is that the film photographer has acquired an amount of knowledge about the environment, the element, the lighting, that most digital photographers don't have that ability.
It's funny. I would always recommend, if you want to become a serious photographer, to take a traditional photography class and learn the dark room and how to develop your film. That's actually how I got started. I took a traditional class where I had to go and develop my own film. And, there's something fun about that too. The fact that you can take this photo and actually go into a room and develop it and, have it printed on paper. There's something very tangible about it. And there's no other experience like creating and your own photography.
It's like what I've always said. And I learned how to do the dark room when I was in junior high school. I know that sounds wild, right? Junior high school. And I probably would have really got into. I just used the drugstore that was in the neighborhood to print my photos because I did not like the smell of the chemicals, and the chemicals would freak me out because that was just how I was as a kid. And but I remember those days of learning film photography. There was no digital at that time, and but I used to send my photos to the drugstore, and then with hope, oh my gosh, that my settings were right. And that's the ability of the film photographer. I think of Ansel Adams because that's one of my favorite photographers. That's how I got into landscape photography, is because Ansel Adams. I used to have Ansel Adams photos all through my house, and I used to listen to the history of Ansel Adams and how he used to do all of these formulas, these math formulas, understanding the angle of the sun, the time of the day, the landscape that he was going to photograph, being there to calculate every day how the sun was moving across that particular place that he wanted to photograph. There's something to be said about those, especially in the past, that had film photography. It is and still is, I should say it was and still is, a form of science on a level that we digital photographers do not experience. Any other?
Gwendolyn. So wait, before you go any further, Gwendolyn, you said you submitted for. I'm looking. I don't see them. So just text it to me. Text it to me on my phone, and I'll get them in here because it's not showing up. I don't know why. Sometimes we have problems when people try to put a link in or the suggestions in. So just send me a text message and I'll get up on the screen.
So Quimmy says, I remember doing that back in the day, film to the drugstore to be developed. That was most of us. Most of us
CVS.
developed our home. Well, before CVS, I had my little drugstore, the old guy at the corner. There was a little drugstore. Before there was CVS's and Walgreens.
Yeah, I remember those.
There was the little drugstore guy in the community. And so Omar says, I have my Nikon F5 sitting on my desk. Kimmy says, I just bought the grand 7-8-year-olds their first and instant Fuji film camera. Hopefully they will enjoy and remember as they get older, maybe become a passion. That's what it's about.
Listen, let me those little Fujifilm instant cameras are so good. We actually have one here, and we used it over the holiday. We had a ugly sweater party, and we took a bunch on them, and we just laid them out, and we had them for the whole Christmas season just on our dining room table. So when people came, they could just kind of like see them, and we had everyone sign their names to the photos. They're so much fun. They're so nostalgic, and especially for us older, more mature people, we can remember back in the day.
Because I'm not an OG. I'm just an uncle.
You're fine wine. Fine wine.
I'm just seasoned.
Yeah. Well seasoned.
So
well seasoned.
So Chris put in another one, and this
I believe that was Bryson's.
Okay, so this is from Bryson. And Bryson has something. Getty Entertainment. Of course, this would be Bryson's. Getty Entertainment. Well, for those of those who don't know, Getty Images is an incredible platform. And I've shared with you guys that all of you can submit your work and make, I want to call it passive income, because you only make money on Getty Images as you submit into the portal that we have what's called Getty Contributor. And if you're a part of Getty Contributor, you can submit your everyday photos. If they're beautiful and wonderful, put them in, submit. And then other companies or other people will purchase them for whatever needs they have. And then you can make a couple of dollars on the side. But Getty Images is a huge company that services so many when it comes to photography. And usually when I'm at Fashion Week, the Getty photographer gets their own seat, literally.
Yeah.
This is set for the Getty photographer.
Because Getty Images are like the photography of record for everything. And the one thing to know about Getty Images is they're always looking for those unique and one-of-a-kind images of things that have never been shot, or because there's so, especially for travel, like people travel and photograph the same places all the time. But if you go somewhere where everyone else goes and then photograph it in a different way, or find something of the beaten path that's never been photographed, you're more bound to get more money for that photograph because there isn't that many photographs of it or that location out there. So just be aware that Getty is always looking for unique and individual photos that haven't been out there.
And also, so I mean, it's a great platform, and this is their entertainment page. They also have Getty Archives, Getty regular images, and I've done Fashion Week, and doing Fashion Week, I've had people actually, like the designers, even though we for other photographers have taken great shots, they will not buy our photos. They only want the Getty logo watermark across it. They feel important because of Getty's name. Yeah. So Getty is very popular. That's a good one. Thank you. That was from Bryson, right?
Bryson. Yep.
Look who's in the building today. Mr. Anthony Rowland is in the building, and our wonderful Dr. Tachi is in the building.
Yes, she is.
So good to see you. And let me just keep abreast of the time because we're going to end on time today.
We got about 5 minutes left.
Okay, so let me get you some more. You have another person in here? Any others?
Do I? No, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Brian said he put some in, and
So yeah, we're not seeing them because I don't see his and I don't see G's. So let's do this. For G and Bryson, or sorry, Brian. Just either DM our group chat or send it to me directly, and I'll make sure we get it up next week.
Sounds good. Also, we do have a community page. Maybe if you put it on the community page, it may be there as well. So you can check the community page and see how that works. Sometimes on YouTube, depending, I'm not sure if you're on the vertical or on the landscape format. The landscape format still gets everything, but if you're on the vertical, sometimes certain things don't come through. At least from what I've been observing. I put 2 submissions in our IG group chat. Also, he's in our IG group chat, not here. Okay.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not monitoring that.
Yeah, we can go to that. And G says, clearly the chat isn't working and I'm not adding them again. Well, So while you're doing that, I can do some ads real quick so that we get in on time. So guys, if you are in the building, make sure you join our YouTube channel, subscribe. And if you are part of our community, we have a YouTube community page. You can submit your photography, or share your photography, text postings and conversations and engagements. Also, you can also join our email list in case we're not able to use these platforms on social media. We can still connect with you through email. Also, I am an event photographer. If you're interested and need an event photographer, reach out to me. I may be able to help you. And that doesn't mean just in New York, but that could be anywhere in the world. Also, a big thank you to our wonderful Patreon members who support what we do here. They make this possible. And can I say also to our Patreon members, I'm just going to pop this off for just a moment. Our Patreon members, you see this gallery right here? You see that I'm in the gallery today. And there's some photos. Let me see if I can lift my computer up a little bit. I'm going to take you on a little tour. My Patreon community was created for my exhibitions. It moved over into Touch Base Daily and all the other things I do. But it was created for me to be able to support myself as a photographer when it comes to exhibitions. Because exhibitions, you have to pay for getting your work framed, printed, and then the transportation, everything. So now that I am in a place that am financially, my Patreon page worked exactly according to how I set it up. I put the order in for the pictures, and guess what? It was because you guys paid for it. You guys paid for it. Sorry about that. Why? My friends know. They should know better by now. But look behind me. This is not, my work is on the end here. My work is right here on the end. And so you can check right there. Oops, so you see? Right. Oh, there I get it. Okay, there we go. Okay, but there's lots of art in the room, lots of photography. And if I take you into the other space, there's more photography back here. I'm going backwards. So you see all those photos on the floor? So this is going to be a great exhibition. But this is what the Patreon community pays for, is for my work to be into these submissions and getting work into these spaces. And I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for being a Patreon member. And last but not least, if you're here and you like what we do here, hit the likes. Make sure you hit the likes. You can hit the likes multiple times, so I've been told. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe and be a part of the community. You can also when it comes to Patreon, scan the QR code. It's in the corner. Okay, I think that's it. Chris, well, first of all, remember we have Gwendolyn this evening.
Yes.
Eastern time and Central time. I do believe it's 5 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll be joining Gwendolyn. And then also, Chris, you want to share about Ronald's?
Oh yeah, so Ronald's podcast, Wait What, will be out tomorrow at 11 a.m. So join, follow on his YouTube channel and follow where you get any of your podcasts. Looking forward to that, and of course the recap show will be out on Monday at 8 a.m.
Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you for joining us. And again, come to this event. I'm gonna put that on the screen one more time. Women of Color, Long Journey Forward. That's what this exhibition is about. And Still We Rise. Okay, come to the Jennings, and there'll be all links. All the links will be in the description of what we do here. Okay, thank you guys for joining us. We're out. Later. Happy weekend.